People aren't always what they seem. These moments reveal behavior that's too odd to ignore.
All of us know each other.
Blank stares, mirrored movements,
I don't know right now.
and fleeting glimpses of something unnatural.
1, 2, do it. What? No.
So let's explore the most chilling side of humans, the one no one told you about. In the middle of New York's busy streets, a tourist noticed something truly unsettling. A bunch of people standing around like they weren't fully there. Their movements were stiff, almost as if they were running on some strange autopilot. The tourist filmed the moment and shared it online. Viewers went wild with theories. Some thought possession, others called them zombie types. Whatever it was, it didn't seem normal. Eerie woman. A peaceful ceremony at a church in Romania suddenly became bizarre when a woman's behavior turned unnervingly strange. Her face began twisting in a disturbing, unnatural motion. For a moment, it almost looked like she was transforming into a reptilian. What made it even more unsettling was how everyone around her acted. No one tried to help. No one even reacted. It was as if they saw nothing wrong, and that made it even creepier.
What really happened here?
Creepy interview moment.
What are your friends saying when they see you on TV?
I don't know right now.
5-year-old Hudson Hinckley sat answering a simple question, yet his father's presence made everything wrong. The dad's lips moved almost mechanically, echoing every word like a ventriloquist with a puppet. Both Hudson and his father had blank, unsettling expressions, like something was off. Too perfect, too controlled. The way they mirrored each other felt unnatural, almost sinister, and even the people who watched the interview called it the most creepiest interview ever.
It looks like they're both reading from the same script or teleprompter.
I want to be a good senator.
Really?
Zombie woman. Earlier, I showed you some people in New York acting strange, and now we've got another similar case from Houston. A woman was seen behaving in the same eerie way, like she wasn't fully in control of herself. Her body movements were odd, stiff, almost zombie-like. More and more of these cases are coming forward, and it really feels like humans are slowly losing control of their own minds. Strange stickiness. Looking at this woman, it feels like gravity just doesn't exist for her. You might think she has some special skills, right? But tell me, who else sticks to walls like that, besides reptiles? You're getting my point now. The way her feet cling to the surface. It's not normal at all. Maybe some of you will disagree, but with everything going on in the world lately, she might just be one of them, a reptilian. Unidentified figure. The United Nations, where the world's most powerful people gathered to discuss global matters. But last year, something unusual seemed to happen there. Among all those leaders, a strange, dark figure was reportedly present, someone the cameras never showed. Later, a leaked recording surfaced, revealing this figure sitting quietly among the top officials. Its face had no clear features at all, almost like it wasn't human. Many believe it was a secret society member, keeping an eye on those who control the world. Mysterious talk.
No, straightforward group. Holy fuck, man. All of us know each other.
This guy was spotted in New York, talking to himself, and there was no one around. Now, you might think maybe he had AirPods in, or was on a call. But nope, nothing like that. He was literally having a full conversation with himself, or maybe with someone only he could see. No one knows what's behind his strange behavior, but if you've got any ideas, drop them in the comments.
That's why it's there.
Reptilian reporter. They say the White House is full of secrets, but no one expected this one to be caught on camera. During a regular press briefing, a reporter named Molly Martinez appeared completely normal, until suddenly, her eyes shifted. For a split second, they looked like vertical reptilian slits. The clip went viral overnight, with millions claiming it's proof that they walk among us. Some call it just a glitch, but others believe it's a rare moment when the mask slipped right inside one of the most powerful buildings on Earth. Supernatural eye.
1, 2, do it. What? No.
You've probably heard about people who can change their eye color, but have you ever seen someone change the shape of their pupils? Sounds impossible, right? Well, this woman can. She casually shocked her friends by doing it right in front of them, like it was no big deal. The way her pupils shifted didn't even look human. Honestly, it's hard not to wonder if there's something more to her than meets the eye.
Trigger, where are you going? Wait, Trigger, are you joking right now? Are you joking right now? How are you doing that with your eyes?
Devil sign. During a basketball game, some big celebrities like Taylor Swift and rapper Ice Spice were in attendance. Everything seemed totally normal until the camera panned toward them. Out of nowhere, Ice Spice made a clear devil horn sign right in front of the camera. It didn't look like a joke or some random move. It felt intentional, almost like a signal or acknowledgement of something. Whatever it meant, one thing's for sure: they're not hiding it anymore. Midnight knock. In Texas, a quiet night turned unsettling for one local. A knock echoed on their door past midnight, but they didn't bother checking. The next morning, they reviewed the Ring cam footage, and that's when things got creepy. A woman stood at the door, looking strange, her head tilting and twitching in an unnatural way. She even tried to peek inside. After a few eerie minutes, she left. Whoever she was, she never returned, leaving behind only questions and that unsettling footage. Demonic feet. A tourist in Romania was traveling on local transport when he noticed something strange on the seat in front of him. The man sitting there had feet that didn't look human at all. They looked more like those of a beast, or maybe even a demon. What's even creepier is that the man didn't seem to care that someone was watching. In fact, it almost felt like he wanted to be seen. One thing's for sure: this was a trip the tourist will never forget. Satanic music.
Listen carefully. It says, I want to live it backwards, like the Zepp, whose power is Satan. Did you hear that?
Back in 2007, a man exposed the secret side of Hollywood's music industry. He proved in front of everyone that it's controlled by dark forces, and that the songs we think are just normal actually contain hidden messages praising something sinister. He played one of those songs in reverse, and what came out was shocking. It clearly sounded like worship to something evil.
Listen carefully. It says, I want to live it backwards, like the Zepp, whose power is Satan. Did you hear that?
What's even stranger is how this truth was never really talked about again, almost like it was buried on purpose. I'm honestly shocked, and you should know, this is no joke.
Then it says, he will give you 666. Raise your hands if you heard that. Okay, it's quite obvious.
Masked man. Locals in California witnessed something truly bizarre. A man with his face completely covered, gripping a rope tied to a brick, frozen mid-action like time had stopped for him. He had tied the rope tightly and stood there as if trying to pull it, but couldn't move at all. He stayed that way for quite some time, completely stuck. Onlookers were baffled, watching in silence, with no idea what on earth was happening there. Afraid kid. An old video of the late Queen Elizabeth is going viral again on social media. In the clip, she's seen meeting different families, greeting them politely as always. But when she reaches one particular family, the scene turns strange. The kid in a little suit, who looked so excited moments earlier, suddenly acts terrified. He crawls away in a hurry, refusing to face her. It was really strange. This video sparked a conspiracy saying that it may be the kid saw something evil in the eyes of the Queen and couldn't bear it. Reptilian eye shift. During a baseball match, when a player was giving a media interview, a man standing behind him looked a bit unusual. The moment the camera focused on his eyes, something strange became clear. His eye shape seemed to shift, not like a normal human, but more reptilian. Honestly, I believe reptilian beings live among us, and maybe we'd never even notice them if cameras didn't catch these brief, eerie moments. Katy Perry glitch. something's definitely off with our very own Katy Perry. Back in 2022, while she was addressing the reporters at an award function, something strange happened. One of her eyes suddenly blinked on its own, like a weird glitch. She handled it calmly and later explained it was just a muscle twitch. But people online are not buying it. Many believe there's something mysterious behind her massive success, and that strange eye moment might have been a little hint of it. Frozen mid-laugh. This Asian girl was enjoying with her friends when something really unusual happened. In the middle of her laugh, she suddenly froze, completely still. Her friends got worried, calling her name again and again. But for a few seconds, there was no reaction at all. It was like she wasn't even there, as if someone had pressed her pause button. Then, just as suddenly, she snapped back to normal, smiling like nothing had ever happened. It really makes you wonder if there's more to reality than we think. Guitar Man. A strange man was spotted outside a Texas local's house in the middle of the night, playing a guitar and not even playing it well. The offbeat sound was disturbing enough that the local peeked out the window, only to feel uneasy when he saw the man's creepy expression. Things went on like that for a while, until the guitar man realized he was being recorded. He just stared for a few seconds. Then the local went back inside. No one ever saw him again, or found out why he was there that night. Secret Hand. A video of the late Pope Francis has recently gone viral on social media. It was recorded just a few days before his passing, during a ceremony where he was seen in his wheelchair. But what caught everyone's attention wasn't the event. It was his third hand. Yes, you heard that right. The camera captured a strange, secretive hand movement that he quickly tried to hide, but it was too late. And just days after that moment, news broke that he was gone. Strange coincidence, isn't it? Strange Beyoncé. When Beyoncé was performing at the BET Awards 2021, everyone was vibing. Energy high, crowd loving it. But something felt a little off. Something different that people only noticed much later. It was Beyoncé herself. Out of nowhere, her expression shifted. Her body movements turned unusually fast and almost unreal, as if someone or something had taken over for a moment. Whatever that was, it didn't seem normal. What do you think really happened there? Controlled politician.
I wanted to introduce into the record page 55 from the committee's interview.
During a live session, Stacey Plaskett was giving her speech like always, but something strange was happening behind her. A woman sitting behind her was lip-syncing Stacey's words, almost perfectly. And here's the creepy part. Every time that woman moved her lips first, Stacey spoke right after, as if she was being controlled. Who was that woman? No one knows. But this moment felt like proof that politicians are also being controlled. But by whom? That's a mystery.
Which took place on July 17, 2023.
Saudi king. We all know about the Saudi royal family, the richest and most powerful family in the world. But have you ever wondered, is their power really just because of oil? Watch this. During an official visit, focus on the king's hand. Doesn't it look strange? Almost like there's an extra hand. Something not quite human. I'm not sure what the real reason behind it is. But remember, we saw something eerily similar with Pope Francis earlier in this video. Maybe, just maybe, there's something far more mysterious guiding their power. Weird woman.
What if I told you that you're stuck in the Matrix?
This YouTuber was out on the streets asking people what they thought about the Matrix when he came across a strange woman. Something was clearly off. She didn't seem to be in her senses at all. When he asked her about the Matrix, she looked confused, like she had no idea what he was talking about. But when the word reptilian came up, she suddenly refused to answer.
It's another reptile. Are you a reptilian?
The whole moment felt eerie, almost like someone or something else was inside her, just pretending to be human.
I'm anointed.
You're anointed?
Yes, I'm.
Doja Cat. Our celebrities often find themselves caught in conspiracy theories, but after watching this video of Doja Cat, it really makes you wonder if there's some truth to them. During a live concert, she suddenly changed her expression. Her eyes went wide open in a way that looked totally unnatural. It wasn't something you'd expect anyone to do casually on stage. It just didn't make sense. Maybe there really is something controlling all this fame, something we're not supposed to see. Eerie security. Earlier in this video, I showed you a strange security guy at an elite event, and something similar was spotted right here in Texas. At another high-profile gathering, a woman was seen accompanied by two giant security guards, but it wasn't just their height that stood out. Their faces didn't look fully human. Their features were oddly reptilian, giving off an unsettling vibe. And honestly, it makes you wonder, are some people actually being protected by the reptilian society itself? Live shapeshift. Back before 2010, it felt like reptilian beings were getting exposed everywhere, especially on live television. One of the most shocking moments was during Trish Van Pilsum's shapeshifting on Fox News 9. She had no idea what was happening, but her skin started to change right there on camera. Within seconds, the shift became too visible, and suddenly, the live broadcast was cut off. After that, similar strange cases began surfacing again and again. But now, it's much harder to spot them. You never know who around you might be one. Reptilian security. Let's head to Mexico, where at an elite event, people noticed something strange about one of the security staff. The man looked different. His eyes, ears, and overall face had an odd, reptile-like appearance, almost as if he was wearing a human mask. And the fact that such a being was present at a high-profile elite event, it really makes you wonder. Maybe these reptilians aren't just hiding among us. Maybe they're protected by the powerful themselves. Stuck woman. Okay, this one's honestly hard to explain. A couple was out in a car park when they saw something that didn't make sense at all. A woman who suddenly froze in place, standing completely still, as if time had stopped for her. People around her kept moving, totally unaware of how weird it looked. She stayed like that for a while, then suddenly went back to normal, acting as if nothing ever happened. What do you think? Was it a glitch in the Matrix or something else? Reptilian hiss. Back in 2009, during a heated live debate on CNBC, host Joe Kernan suddenly did something no one expected. He hissed. Not a nervous sound or a joke, but an actual hiss, sharp and snake-like, right at his guest.
We have capitalism, and we embrace it.
The moment was quick, almost brushed off, but if you listen closely, it's too real, too accurate.
Quid pro quo, Clarice.
We have...
It felt like something reptilian inside him slipped for just a second. No one paid much attention back then, but now people are starting to connect the dots. Scary encounter.
He's legit like standing under that sign right there.
Late one night, while driving past the fields, a man spotted someone stepping out from the dark, right into the road. At first, he thought the person might need help, so he slowed down, but then things turned strange. The figure looked odd, its face unclear, nothing about it felt right. Suddenly, the stranger rushed toward his car, trying to attack. Somehow the traveler managed to escape, and that's one night he'll never forget.
But they got like some weird mask or something. What the hell is that?
Kid Boo. Back in 2019, a wild controversy began when American rapper Kid Boo claimed he had a clone. At first, no one believed him until he went live on Instagram. During the stream, another man appeared right beside him, identical in every way. Same face, same tattoos, same voice.
You see him? We got the same tattoos, same hair, same genetic structure.
Some people tried to explain it away as a split-screen trick, but back then, doing that live wasn't exactly easy. Not long after, Kid Boo's career took a sharp downturn. Maybe, just maybe, for revealing a little too much. Secret revealed. When Mark Zuckerberg was invited on a talk show, everything seemed perfectly normal until the host asked him to take off his hoodie. At first, Zuckerberg didn't seem to mind, but once they checked the inside, things got weird. There was a strange symbol that looked a lot like an Illuminati sign. Suddenly, his whole expression changed. He looked tense, almost exposed, like something secret had just been revealed. Moments later, the topic was quickly dropped, and he was never seen on a show like that again. Reptilian sign. Back in 2011, during a Ukrainian TV show, a local book writer was being interviewed. Everything seemed normal until at one moment she suddenly appeared lost, just staring in one direction, completely still. And in that frozen moment, her eyes changed for a second, showing a clear reptilian-like pattern. Many believed she had ties to the reptilian society. Surprisingly, when this controversy started gaining attention, she quietly moved to Russia and was never seen or heard from again. Hillary's secret. Hillary Clinton is a reptilian. Hard to believe, right? Honestly, even I didn't at first. But for my 50 million family, I brought some clips. Watch carefully. In one seminar, you can clearly see her eyes shift, her forehead, and even parts of her neck's skin change for a few seconds. You might say that doesn't prove anything. So check the next one. Again, her eyes visibly change shape for a brief moment. Still not convinced? Have a look at this last clip. Now, you might know reptilians don't drink water. And here she's at a rally, pretending to drink it. She fakes the sip, and that's it. All these moments together make it clear. Hillary might just be one of them. Men in black. A strange man dressed completely in black walked into an office and approached the front desk. He said something to the woman there, and at first she seemed offended, but then suddenly her expression changed, as if she was hypnotized. Without hesitation, she left everything behind and walked away with him. Now, look closely at the guy. His appearance looks eerily similar to those security officers we've seen at elite events. The same reptilian vibe. And maybe, just maybe, the woman he took with him won't ever be the same again. Eye glitch. During a live CNN broadcast, something strange caught everyone's attention. Anchor Erin Burnett appeared perfectly normal until viewers noticed her right eye looked swollen, almost half closed, giving her face a strangely uneven look. People began commenting online, wondering what on earth was happening on live TV, but when the truth came out, it turned out to be far simpler. Erin was battling a bad cold, and it had just affected her eye right before going on air.
Sorry about my eye. It literally happened right before the show. I know viewers have noticed it. I apologize to all of you, but just moments before the show.
Anyone who has never had an issue like that, I passed the first stone.
Sometimes things happen too quickly to even respond to them.
Gina Bush, secret.
With my job, I worked for UNICEF, which is an amazing organization that works in over 150 countries. And my job was to meet with teenagers who were living in exclusion, who were living in extreme poverty or living with HIV, and write their stories.
You know how interviews usually go? Same questions, same polite answers? Well, not this one, because halfway through, something happened to Jenna Bush that left everyone watching completely speechless. As the camera zoomed in, her skin started to shift, slowly, almost like scales forming beneath the surface. Within seconds, her entire face seemed to change, looking eerily reptilian. Some viewers tried to explain it away, saying it must have been bad lighting or a glitch in the camera feed. But strangely, no official explanation was ever given. People kept brushing it off as a technical issue, without realizing the truth might have been right in front of them.
Stories and write them for UNICEF. And so, I obviously learned so much from these kids. I learned from Anna in particular, who has lived an extremely difficult life. I learned to live each day to its fullest.
Mysterious woman. An Austin local shared a chilling clip from his Ring camera, showing a strange, terrified-looking woman knocking on his door late at night. When no one answered, she tried to climb the front grille as if desperately trying to get inside, but couldn't, and soon left. The man claimed he had no idea who she was. Once the video hit social media, theories went wild. Some believed she had escaped from a secret lab, running for help after being part of some experiment. Others thought something, or someone, was controlling her, like she wasn't even in charge of her own body anymore. Royal secret. Not all members of the royal household are human sound suspicious, right? Like maybe there's a reptilian sitting next to the queen or something. But hold up, it's way more adorable than that. CBS News actually ran this segment back in 2012 before the Diamond Jubilee, and they were talking about dogs. Yep, the Queen's famous corgis.
These 3 little corgi dogs may not look threatening, but they tend to chase people and then bite them. Now, 5 years ago, the Queen herself was spotted with a bandaged wrist after intervening to break up a canine squabble. The wound to the royal hand required 3 stitches. Corgis, of course, were originally bred to help round up cattle, so they usually go for your ankles. And when you see pictures of famous people with their heads bowed down in front of the Queen, they are probably on the lookout for those dogs. But you're thinking, why doesn't she simply lock them up when she's entertaining you? You don't know our Queen.
These little furballs had their own royal treatment, fancy meals, and probably more luxury than most of us. So yeah, technically, the royal household really did have non-humans, but they were wagging their tails, not hiding any secrets. Reptilian anchor. An old video of a CNN news anchor recently resurfaced online, and at first glance, nothing seems unusual. But if you look really closely, you'll notice something strange. Her neck suddenly changes shape, getting wider for a moment, and then shrinking back to normal. It's barely noticeable in real time, but when slowed down, the difference is clear. People online couldn't ignore it. Many now believe she might be one of them, a reptilian in disguise, hiding in plain sight right on live television. Devil Deal. Kenan Thompson has always made us laugh with his humor and perfect comic timing, but during the 2023 SNL premiere, something he said got people thinking. While joking about being Gen Z, Ice Spice tried guessing his age. Kenan replied, saying he's 25 and that he made a deal with a guy who had big red horns. Basically, the devil.
Look at us, 3 Gen Z icons.
Aren't you like 40?
No. Long time ago, I met this guy and made a deal where I get to stay 25 years old for forever.
What guy?
Tall fella, horns, red fur, I don't know, little hooves.
Keen, that's the devil, dude.
What? I thought it was like a Times Square Elmo or something.
At that moment, everyone laughed it off. But what if it wasn't a joke? Because if you notice, Kenan hasn't aged much over the years. Maybe, just maybe, that deal he mentioned was a little too real. Jim Carrey.
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
Oh, you don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is.
Remember when Jim Carrey appeared on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon? Everyone thought it'd be just another funny interview. But right from the start, he walked out making the Illuminati hand sign. Not once, but multiple times. Right toward the camera. The crowd laughed, thinking it was just his usual comedy, but his expression said otherwise. For a moment, it looked like he wasn't joking at all, like he was actually showing us what really goes on behind the scenes in Hollywood.
Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff, to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it. And it is the all-mocking tongue.
Oh.
Eye glitch. As I said earlier, before 2010, reptilian beings were being exposed quite often, and this case was no different. During a TV show, an expert was speaking when suddenly her eye shape-shifted, showing the same exact reptilian sign we've seen before. Now, you might be wondering, why didn't anyone present their notice it? Well, there's a theory that reptilians can't be seen by normal people in real time, but their signs appear clearly when captured on high-definition cameras. Unreal Elon. Before the big clash between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, there was a moment when Elon was seen inside the Oval Office, and something just felt off. If you watch closely, his body language and facial expressions don't match the usual Elon at all. It's like he wasn't really himself, almost as if we were looking at a clone. And honestly, for someone like Elon, the richest man alive, having a clone wouldn't even be that surprising, right? Hidden power. If you're from Argentina, you might remember this one. Minister Sergio Tomas was in an assembly session when things got a little weird. He looked at a water bottle in front of him, just stared at it for a second, and suddenly, it tipped over by itself. Live on camera, no tricks, no touch. And the creepiest part? That tiny smirk on his face right after, like he knew exactly what he'd just done. Maybe that wasn't an accident at all. German reptilian anchor. During a live broadcast in Germany, a well-known news anchor lost her temper while discussing a sensitive topic. But that anger may have revealed something far more shocking. In just a split second, her eyes glitched.
Donald Trump! Genau! Das ist doch alles. Das ist doch too much. Leute, fallt da bitte nicht drauf rein.
And what appeared underneath didn't look human at all. Viewers claim they saw the reptilian side slip through, clear as day. Maybe that's what happens when these beings lose control. The mask fades, and the truth peeks out. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. Miley Cyrus was on Jimmy Fallon's show, playing different games, when suddenly, a moment caught attention. She did a strange act, sticking out her tongue and making an unusual gesture that looked a bit weird, as if something was off inside her, giving just a glimpse of it. At the time, it wasn't noticed by most people, but online users quickly pointed it out, saying something seemed wrong with Miley there. What was it? I'd love to hear from you guys, so comment below.